Whenever we think of going away somewhere, the first thing we usually do is picture what it's like there. But I find a good thing to think about when going somewhere is what the people are like there and how they best reflect the place. This is a film about that. I am heading to a city I believe defines how its people can make a place what it is. Because to experience a place is to experience its people and all that they provide that you can't get anywhere else. I have been lucky enough to have done a lot of travelling in my life already, and I truly believe that if you want to make the most of a trip, you have to make the most of the people and all that they offer. So that's why I am off to a place with some of the loudest, friendliest, most creative people in the world. I am heading to a city in the deep south of the United States of America, known as the City of Soul, the Big Easy, NOLA. And so here I am in New Orleans. So I'm here, I've got my camera, and the best way to get to know the real people of a place, I guess, is to just go and meet them. But not before I've sampled the food. And the drink. And the music! So with the important things out of the way, I headed to meet some people who I believe embody the true culture of New Orleans.
My name is Terrence Osborne, and I'm a local artist here in New Orleans. I'm a painter, and I love to create.
My name is Jonathan Ferrara. I'm an artist, gallery owner, cultural producer, and social activist. I live in New Orleans, Louisiana.
My name is Kaylee Glick. I run the Spontaneous Prose Store. If you give me a subject, I'll write you a poem about it before your very eyes, and then you pay whatever you think it's worth when it's done.
I'm in New Orleans because I was born here. I mean, how is it being born in a place that has so much culture and livelihood? And it's funny because I thought the whole world was like this initially until I left, and I realized that New Orleans was like an island. There's no place like it. You know, the people are wonderful, you know, the culture is wonderful. I'm happy to be here.
I'm in New Orleans because I love living here. I love the people that live here, and most of all, I love the vibration that exists in New Orleans. We live close to each other. We live next to each other. We live with each other, and we do stuff together. Lots of crazy, cool stuff.
I'm in New Orleans because this is the place where the poets gather. I had been doing this on my own in Toronto and all over the world for like 3 or 4 years, and I'd sort of hear about other people doing the same thing and newspaper clippings here and there, and then I came to New Orleans and I saw 6 of them set up all in a row, and I was like, and yeah, that's how I wound up here.
What makes New Orleans so special are the people, for sure. If you were to uncover a culture that had been previously covered up or unfound, the first thing you do is you go toward the art. You know, you look at what type of art the people created, and that tells you a lot about them. For instance, the way we decorate our homes, it's reflective of our character. You know, it's lively and colorful. You know, we paint our homes crazy colors because I think if they were dull colors, we wouldn't be happy in it, you know, in the house. And so inside, outside, it's the same thing. You know, it's eclectic stuff.
What makes New Orleans special is the people, truly and honestly. We beat to a different drum, we walk to a different rhythm, we dance differently, we act differently, we drink differently. We have a lot of fun. That's first and foremost, and we focus on the quality of life that we have here.
Can you write me a poem?
Yes, what do you want a poem about?
Can you do one on the real people of New Orleans?
Ta-da! Okay, the real people of New Orleans. You can tell by the way they say how you doing if and when you cross their paths. At least that's what the locals tell me. I am less and less interested in what is real about this city and more curious about what any of it could be if anyone had the time to ask.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That was only 3 of the many amazing people who live and breathe culture in New Orleans. It's pretty much impossible to come here and not get to know the musicians, chefs, performers and bartenders who inhabit this city. I finished my day with a drink and a view of the skyline before heading back to my room to contemplate all I had learnt and see if I can do my best to put it into words. Every single map is like the sole of your shoe. It allows you to stay grounded whilst taking you somewhere new. But what a map doesn't give you, unlike your shoes as you stroll, is how somewhere feels, the style and the soul. And so by getting to know the people, you get to know the place. And a place without people is just an empty space with nothing to do or nothing to eat. Who cares about the weather if there's no one there to meet? With different people come different tastes. With different people come different cultures. And with different people come different stories. There's a reason why the people of New Orleans are forever celebrating. It's the same reason I wanted to join in the minute I arrived, because here, no culture stands alone, no art goes unshown, and no person can't call this home, because the people are loud, proud, and anyone's allowed. Everybody takes something with them everywhere they go, and everybody leaves a little something behind when they leave, and some people stay in one place, becoming a part of it. If a city was a dish, then its people are the ingredients. So when you go somewhere new, you don't just gain from them, they also gain from you. So leave your mark, leave something behind. It just takes one person to make a place worth the time.